So, a little bit after I beat I Am Your Beast, it got a content update for free. They called it the support group, and essentially what it is a group of COI agents are in a support group talking about how they survived an experience with the main character in his woods. So basically, a bunch of survivors from the base chunk of the game have PTSD, and I find that absolutely hilarious. That is so funny. Agents from different sections of the organization, heavy arms, explosives, grunt troops, pilots, all that sort of thing, are all together talking about how badly their units got messed up and how it's affected them mentally. Now that's the story premise, but gameplay-wise, not a whole lot has changed, which is, totally fine. The gameplay loop works. No need to fix what isn't broken. But what is particularly interesting is that at a certain point in time during the support group content, they start having a bit of a competition over who was traumatized the most. And one of the agents goes so far as to say that Harding, the main character, was able to punch a guy and make his head explode.
I went through 3 Harding encounters.
You survived me 3 times?
Fire. I don't know how I'm still here.
That sounds traumatizing. I'm sorry.
Me too, man.
Oh, God. I doubt those soldiers really exploded from a punch, though. Hell of a way to talk about a couple of broken teeth. Oh, what I fucking saw, you son of a bitch! Hold him back! What does that look like I'm trying to do? Fuck!
And I was sitting there going, wait a second, I never did that. Only for the literal next mission to have a power-up similar to Doom 2016. Oh my god, I love that game so much. Where your melee damage is like an insta-kill, and it makes people's heads explode.
Next punch he threw, the guy's face just exploded. Every punch, every kick exploded.
And it was so out of nowhere and so over the top that I couldn't help but just have a huge goofy smile on my face. I don't want to spoil too much of it because I highly recommend both I Am Your Beast and its new update with the support group. But towards the end of I Am Your Beast, they give you a really, really satisfying victory lap where you're basically just in a map going crazy, killing as many dudes as you can with whatever you feel like it, whatever your favorites are. And the same is true about support group. Now, the victory lap and support group is worth mentioning because the main antagonist of the game, General Birkin, basically comes in and he goes, hey, listen. A man who's capable of fighting off several waves of specially trained operatives, all armed to the teeth, by just doing parkour, punching them in the face, and throwing beehives around, doesn't exist. And if you care about your family and your family's lives, then you will agree with me. And it just puts a nice pretty bow on this type of story and the mentality of all of the different people that make it up. So Harding was like, please just leave me alone. I don't want to work for you anymore. The soldiers are like awestruck. How could one guy be so badass? How could he be able to do all of this? And the guys at the top are like, listen, it's very important that I maintain control over everything at all times, and I'm going to make it everybody else's problem if that can't happen. So again, I Am Your Beast is absolutely fantastic. One of probably my favorite game I've played this year, and the support group update has just cemented that. I definitely recommend you go check it out. But that's going to do it for me. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in another video.